In this video, we will explore a few different methods for adding cards to your Leankor boards. The most common method is to use the Add to Board icon in the lower left of your screen. Simply select the Add Card icon and drag it to whatever column you want your card to be placed in. Another very common approach is to just use the New icon in the top right. This will automatically add the card into the far leftmost column of your board. Here it is in the backlog column. Two other options are available that can greatly enhance your efficiency in building out a board. The first one I want to talk about is the clone option. So here I have a card, Deploy Leankor, and if I want the exact same card to be in another column, I can simply click on the edit icon, select clone, and then specify the due date for this card. I'll go out a week to the 20th. Hit clone, and it creates an exact duplicate of the card, which I can now drag into whatever column I want it to be located in. That's the cloning option. Another option is to do bulk transfer of cards from another board, and this could be a board in the same room or in a different room. So for example, I'm going to switch over to another project board here, and I'm going to select all of the cards in my vendor column. And if I click on this arrow in the top right, I can select Clone Cards, and then I'll simply select what board I want these cards to be placed in. And I can select the column I want them placed in. I'm going to put these in my Department A execution column, and I'll hit Clone. And now when I go back to the board that I sent these cards to, I'm given a message that new cards have been added to the board. I'll click OK. And we will see these cards appear in my execution column. And here they are. The other option I want to show you is what we call hyperjump. And this basically will take all the cards from one column and move it into another. So here in my startup column, I'll click on the top right arrow, I'll select hyperjump, and I'll select the same board again, my Kanban test board. And I'm going to move these into my Done column. Click Jump, and it will automatically remove the cards from the startup in this board and drop them into my Done column on my Kanban test board. And there we go. Here are all the cards that were in the previous board, and they are now in the Done column of my test board. These last two options, clone and hyperjump, make it easy to quickly add cards that exist from other boards into the board that I want to populate. Thanks very much for watching.